Why Tren? The Cancerian with the vision. A hoodie in the bucket hat is off in his decision. Why high? A king from Queens, you never disrespect. The wise OG, but what else would you expect? Why Dame? The flyest and the highest of them all. You need a perfect shot, he's the one that you should call. All three combined in a little of your time. Welcome to the show and let him ease your mind.
It doesn't matter when we are or where we are because we are.
Because we are.
Because we are better than
because
them.
We are.
Because we are.
Because we are. Because we are. Because we are.
Arizona, or not Arizona, but iced tea is the most basic and probably the worst type of juice that you could drink.
You're bugging. You're bugging the fuck out.
Yeah, iced tea.
And it's not a juice.
I know, but you drink it like it's juice. There's no way you drink tea like the same way that you drink Arizona iced tea. Arizona iced tea ain't tea. That shit is juice.
That's juice.
That's probably juice. But iced tea in general is not juice.
But Arizona iced tea, that's what the comparison we're making. Iced tea
the worst
versus fruit punch.
I'm taking iced tea any day of the fucking week. A good iced tea over a good fruit punch. Absolutely.
Insane.
An iced tea is going to make me feel nice and cool in a hot day. An iced tea is going to make me feel satisfied. It's going to quench my thirst. All a fruit punch is going to do is one, going to make me even more thirsty. It's going to make me hungry. And it's worse for you.
Wait, I think he had a bad experience with
and all fruit
Hawaiian punch, and then you were like, "Oh my god, all
I don't even consider Hawaiian punch like fruit punch. It's his own punch, apparently. What is Hawaiian punch?
Hawaiian punch is the fruit punch. Hawaiian punch is the top tier fruit punch.
That's like OG.
That's not the top tier. Hawaiian punch is not the number one fruit punch.
I'm pretty sure that's like kind of where like that whole fruit punch like they came with the monopoly on that fruit punch shit for sure. Hawaiian punch.
I think High C gets Hawaiian punch the fuck out of here. And I'm not even a big High C guy. It's too sugary for me.
Have you ever had like someone make you a fruit punch like with different fruits?
Exactly.
Or is every fruit punch we've ever had just been like store bought fruit punch shit?
Like packaged. I'm gonna look at what is authentic fruit punch.
I've had we just told you what fruit punch was. We've had authentic fruit punch, and I'm gonna tell you this. Sangria is just spiked fruit punch.
Absolutely.
So fruit punch, we were talking about this off before we started recording.
Getting us mad.
Fruit punch does not have ingredients. It's literally just whatever fruits put together. So there literally is no difference than a fruit punch and a blue raz, or a fruit punch and a melon kiwi, or fucking or watermelon peach, or whatever the fuck other kind of flavors that they be mixing together. Everything is fruit punch.
Everything is a punch, and it's all if it's fruits. And it's just fruits, then it's a fruit punch.
But then V8 be having like the fruit medleys and shit. What the
because
fuck
it's
is
like,
that?
Think about it like this, and I'm gonna make this comparison, and I'm gonna get off it because I don't want to lose track. It's kind of like salads, right? Not all salads are the same. You know, like there's a Cobb salad, you know, there's a taco salad, there's all them different a Caesar salad. They all like are kind of.
There's only two salads in my opinion.
I only don't like that comparison because like there's salads and there's type of salads. You know, you have your give me a salad.
Drinks.
Give me any salad.
Cobb salad.
No, that's not what we're saying. We're talking about that's
Caesar
just
salad.
juices. There's salads and then there's juices. There's Caesar salads and then there's fruit punches. Caesar salad is just a Caesar salad no matter what. You can put whatever oil, vinegar, whatever add-ons you want, but the ingredients for a Caesar salad are always going to be the ingredients for a Caesar salad.
That's true.
The ingredients for a fruit punch apparently has no fucking rules. You can just call anything you want a fruit punch.
I think it's always like oranges, pineapples, cranberries. Like I think that's the
cherries.
Basis. Yeah, I think that's like the basis. There's like basis fruit punch fruits, and then you can add other stuff for like different hits. But if we're talking about fruit punch, we're either talking about High C or Hawaiian punch. I don't think it really matters which one. But no matter what, all fruit punches are above all iced teas. Every single one.
Absolutely not.
That's crazy.
Taking Hawaiian punch. I'm sorry. I'm taking Arizona over Hawaiian punch any day of the week. any day of the week.
And I feel like your opinion is skewed because you don't even be fucking with iced tea that much outside of Arizona iced tea, probably.
No, you're bugging. You just don't know me like that, dog. Lipton.
You drink
Shout out.
Lipton iced tea?
Shout
Tell
out.
me, yeah.
Shout out. I came up on Lipton. I feel like that was everybody's first iced tea, like the big old jug with the yellow top with the mixing. Yeah, I used to make them shits all the time when I was in Jersey.
You know what's funny? Arizona might have the worst fruit punch though. Like genuinely, Arizona.
I was saying
so
I don't
if you're
fuck with
basing-
Arizona outside of the iced tea. I don't fuck with the peach, maybe the lemonade, but that's because it's like that's like lemonade's like a cousin to iced tea.
Arizona
But-
iced tea? Or Arizona lemonade? You like that over the fruit punch?
Yeah.
Nah.
Nah, nigga,
I just don't like I don't like any of the Arizona fruit stuff. Like, yo, you're an iced tea, bro. Stop trying to be this other
branch
thing
out.
Oh,
that you're not. Yeah.
Can't bring it. That's like people that get mad at the Ocean Spray for coming out with all them cranberry mixtures. They got too much though. You ever been in the Ocean Spray aisle with all them different types of cranberry mixes, bro? There's too many. Yeah. There really is too many. They got
I'm not gonna cranberry does mix with a lot of stuff, and it's like
It
I
does
don't
really
hate,
well.
I don't hate it as like. First of all, cranberries are nasty, but cran things are actually pretty good. Like it mixes really well with a bunch of other stuff.
I'm not big on cranberry
cran
juice.
mango.
Even like I'm not big on cranberry juice. Even when 'cause I know people, what do they mix with that when they're drinking?
Vodka and cranberry.
Vodka and cranberry. Yeah. Yeah,
Yo,
I'm not a
I
fan.
remember being in a club when I was like 19, and that was the only drink that I knew. Right, I didn't know about no like old fashioned.
And you Coke, please.
Yeah. That,
That was the go-to, bro.
I had to look like such a bitch in there drinking a fucking vodka and cranberry when I was
Hold
19.
on. Not too much on vodka cranberries, bro. I'm a vodka dude. I love vodka cranberries.
Yo, you going to the club and ordering vodka and cranberry? That's bananas.
It's different. Like,
Why?
yeah,
It's just you cannot do that as a dude. Mm-mm.
Oh my gosh.
It depends
can't. I'm
on. It
sorry,
depends
man.
on.
It's on
I
the
feel
list.
like we're old enough now to where it doesn't fucking matter. But like when we were in college, like you shouldn't have been ordering a vodka cranberry when everybody's doing shots.
Oh, bro.
Come on
You know
now.
what I mean?
Like at all.
Like
man.
don't be that guy, bro.
It's mad basic. It's
Like
like
we
a
all
very
doing Henny shots and you over here with a fucking whiskey sour. Fuck outta here.
Nah, whiskey sour is different. I agree. No man should be. No whiskey sour.
I'm a Jack and Coke guy like all day. I could do Jack and Coke.
That's the fruit punch of alcohol.
What?
It is the most basic drink you can order at a bar.
It's a
Jack
perfect,
is
because
the
it's
most. Jack
something
is the
being
most
cliche
basic
doesn't
whiskey.
mean it doesn't make sense.
Jack is the most basic whiskey,
Yes,
and Coke is the most basic mixer.
it's perfect. You don't have to
Fruit
do
punch.
anything else because it's
So it'd
perfect.
probably be the iced tea of the iced tea of the.
No,
Of the
Ice T
drink,
got
what
its
do you
own
think?
shit already. Long Island.
First of all, here's the problem.
And
You're
sangria
not-
is popping.
If iced tea was so lit, then why did they have to start putting lemonade in it? Why does the Arnold Palmer exist? If iced tea
I feel like it
is
always
so hard.
I feel like
Or
it's always
lemon
had
iced
lemon
tea,
in it.
period.
Lemon's always look at bro. It's always been on there, dog.
Nah, man.
Nah,
Iced tea
nah.
is just
Lemon
It's always
tea
been
is
on there.
just
Look at
water.
the. You can even go back to the old Lipton covers. They always had lemons. Have always been additive.
because iced tea is nasty and you have to flavor it with a fruit in
Wake it
order
up.
to make
Okay,
it
Wake
taste
it up.
good.
Wake it up. So iced tea by itself might be a fruit punch. you add the lemon in there. Iced tea,
That's
iced
one
tea is
fruit.
just like
That's one fruit. It's not a medley. It's not a punch. It's just one fruit. Little little additive on top. It's not a whole mixture of shit. And I probably wouldn't like iced tea without the lemon, but that was never my.
Yeah, Snapple, they had the tea and then they had the
Snapple
lemon
was
tea.
cool.
You know what I'm saying? Like the lemon tea. So there's a difference. So yeah, you like your lemon teas. So you mad close. I think you just don't like more than one fruit, probably is what it is. You know? But you right
I think
there,
you might
bro.
be wrong about that. Are you sure the Snapple is of the original Snapple?
Yeah, the original Snapple, they didn't have they weren't always lemon teas.
I feel like they had a lemon on them. I feel like the original
They
Snapple
had
always had a lemon.
They had
on 'em.
iced tea and then they had like the iced tea with the lemon. You can fact check me if you need to. I know you ice king or iced tea guy.
I'm looking it up right now. All right. All the iced tea ones have a lemon on it and say lemon on them. I'm looking at the old ones, nigga. The old ones.
And it always had a lemon. Maybe.
I could be
trying
wrong,
to
but
Mandela
I strictly remember there being like just regular. They might be doing some erasing history because there definitely was some like regular iced tea Snapples.
I don't know, bro. I feel like iced tea have always been associated with lemons, and as far as the brands that I grew up liking,
I definitely felt like,
except for maybe Brisk. Maybe Brisk.
See, now I think Brisk is what put the lemon in the iced tea. Now that I really think
Brisk.
about it, I think Brisk was the first one to drop the lemon iced tea joint when they had the little CGI commercials in the 90s and shit like that. But I never liked the fact that people considered, like when you go to some place and you order a half and half. When I started working at a restaurant and people used to say a half and half, I thought they were talking about coffee. Like someone had to tell me, like,
bring them little cups to people.
Yeah, I would bring them little creamers, a coffee with the little half and half creamer. I did not know that meant iced tea and lemonade. I genuinely did not know that. That's not new?
I feel like that is super.
I don't know. I was confused when everybody started giving Arnold Palmer the credit for doing the lemon with the iced tea because always thought that was just a thing.
Yeah, so I think I found it. I knew the Arnold Palmer because of the Arizonas. Like I knew that's what they were called because Arnold Palmer was literally on the damn can. You know what I mean? Like I thought that was
problematic. I think, by the way, I feel like he definitely didn't come up with that himself.
That's what I'm saying, right? Like, how did he corner the lemonade and iced tea market like that?
Yeah, the industry.
Yeah, like we don't call nothing else like the Michael Jordan or like the Stephon Marbury. It's just all the Arnold Palmer is an iced tea and lemonade.
Yeah, and it also feels weird ordering that, like ordering a nigga. Like,
yeah, like come on, that's crazy.
Can I get an Arnold Palmer? Like, hey, yo. Like,
yeah, that's wild, bro.
Yeah,
not around me.
I'm good, son. But all in all, I think Fruit Punch is magnificent, man. Like I think just all that stuff combined, and that, like I told you, sangria is basically just spiked fruit punch. I love sangria, and you're Latino, so you should love sangria too.
I never said I didn't.
So you love fruit punch?
Yeah, you.
No, I don't. Yeah, you got to spike the fruit punch to get me to like it.
Hey, we'll take it, yo. We'll take it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, definitely. Expand your taste buds. But anyway, welcome to the show, y'all. It's your boy Tren Dollars. Call.me that hottest in the building. Gobbled _ is here. This is the Because We Are podcast. How you guys doing today?
I got a bone to pick with our fans, man. I can't lie.
Yeah, because they calling you out for looking like you don't want to be here. I'm glad somebody waking it up. I'm glad because I always, I do my best to try to tell you to like give you some energy before we pod, but it couldn't be me because then I'm the agitator. I'm glad that somebody said it, and it wasn't just one person; it was multiple people too.
So that's my problem. On multiple platforms, folks are really fixating on the fact that I disassociate sometimes when I'm podding. I apologize. And you lied to the people trying to tell that I'm looking up answers, which was bananas. That was insane to do, but that's neither here nor there. I'm sorry, y'all. I be disassociating. Like I'm getting ready for the next question. And yeah, I get my energy drained and then I have to like sink into myself for a few seconds and then not come back. I don't see anything wrong with that.
It's the optics. There's people looking, it's like, damn, he look real mad. He look like he don't want to be there. Which, how you think that makes us feel, man? Because eventually, if something happens, right, you could just go on some sort of other podcast and be like, yeah, man, like the truth is, I really never want to be there. Like I never felt like I could be myself. You know what I'm saying? Like think about all the narratives. Yeah, the abuse. You could bring up abuse. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know Tren has a history of abuse, so you could, like it's nothing surprising there. But I never really felt like I could be myself. All the narratives that could be built based off of you just looking like you not having a good time, man. Think about that, bro.
No, it's fine, but I'm having a great time, y'all. It's just I got one of them faces. It's I got a little RBF. I don't know what to tell you. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I just got one of them faces. I'm having a great time here.
And it was even worse because we were laughing. Like we were definitely like laughing at it. Was
that was a good joke too.
Yeah, it was a great joke, and you just.
I thought it was funny. I laughed watching it back. I don't know why my face was like that during the thing.
You don't think we deserve that joy of you actually enjoying the time with us? How do you think that makes me and Dame feel for real?
How does it make you feel? Oh, this is a safe space.
I don't know
apparently
if it is.
It's not.
Yeah.
Yo, that's crazy.
Not anymore. It's not.
Yeah.
People be watching now.
Yeah, there's nothing safe. There's nothing safe about this space anymore.
Yeah.
You know, it's just lit out here. But overall, though, again, thank y'all to all the new listeners, the new fans, and for rocking with us and engaging with us. And hope you're having a great time because we definitely are. Like I said, I'm Trend call.me.high, Gabo_ we are here because we are. And as always, subscribe to the Patreon, patreon.com/because we are podcast to see our faces on video. You could also go on YouTube and watch the short video, but the longer video for the whole pod will always be for the patrons. Without further ado,
month, yo. $1
a month, man. It ain't much. You know what I'm saying?
Best price on the internet.
In this economy?
Yeah, in this economy, like there's some other people out there that's charging a lot more for content that ain't even gonna make you feel good. So just think about that, man. Just think about that for a second. I ain't gonna say no names, but we having a great time. You gonna love it over here. You gonna love it over here. We treat everybody real right over here. But yo, man, let's get into it. Yo, how was SummerSlam? I know y'all watched that event. It was in New Jersey. You talked about it like last week. Y'all were mad excited about it. So
yeah.
Talk to me. How'd that go in terms of like the experience and everything that you were watching?
Go ahead, huh? No, you got it.
So it was a really good event. First night was not as good as night 2, I would say, but event like when it all kind of evened out, it was a really good event. Shout out to Cardi B for hosting the event.
It
seems like she had a good time.
This is why the video is important because he did that with air quotes. What do you mean by that?
She ain't do
You're
nothing.
not just gonna skip by that, bro. What do you mean by that? I'm calling you out, bro.
So she came out for like 5 minutes at the beginning, and I don't know. She seemed like she might have had a little bit of fun backstage beforehand. You know, she was enjoying herself, socializing and things. When she came out, she didn't. I don't know if she was reading off a card or if they had her out there freestyling. I don't know if that would have been a great idea if that's what was happening. It was a little awkward. You're implying something. Gotcha. You could definitely tell that she didn't really like watch wrestling or anything like that. The problem is like she's had like 3 months to like since they announced that she was hosting SummerSlam.
I feel like it might have been longer than that, bro. I feel like it might have been at least 6 months.
Yeah. So like Royal Rumble time, like when they announced that she was going to be hosting SummerSlam. So I thought they maybe were like going to work in some angles with like Naomi, and because like Naomi and her were going back and forth on Twitter.
Yeah, her and Bailey, her and Chelsea.
Yeah, I thought they were going to be doing something fun, and that kind of didn't happen. But it was still good to kind of like see her because she had like an entrance, one where she like premiered a new song, right? She had like a graphic up on the Titantron, and she comes out, she's like singing the song. It was a cool little moment.
Yeah,
but
she's been in album mode. You know, she got her album coming September, like next month or something.
Yeah, it should be coming soon. But it definitely seemed like something that like the label and the board of directors from the WWE decided to make happen. It's not as fun when it's not organic like that, but you know, the WWE has very much been in this like celebrity mode, right? So,
and I love the choices that they have made in terms of like getting all these people in the hip hop space. Because I feel like rap and hip hop are very synonymous with each other. Shout out to Westside Gunn, who has his own wrestling promotion out there, Fourth Rope, who's getting involved with TNA now, and they're making major moves. So shout out to him and everything that I got over there. I feel like he is the guy when it comes to like wrestler. I'm sorry, a rapper who's in the wrestling realm and like who makes that shit like acceptable and look cool for all the other niggas to want to be there. Like, you know, Yachty's over there now, Metro's over there now. I think West Side Gun going as far as like creating your own promotion with like names like Zilla Fatu, Enzo Amore, like notable guys.
Yeah,
I don't think Wale has been able to do anything outside of that. Do anything like that outside of his concert that he does.
Yeah, the Wale Mania.
Yeah, Wale Mania every year, which is also cool, but it's not a promotion. And I feel like even in terms of like the rap albums, the covers of the rap albums, the bars, the song titles, I feel like West Side Gun is always doing the most to shout out wrestlers and the wrestling culture in itself. So I think it's a smart idea on the WWE's part to get all these rappers involved, such as Cardi B, Metro, Sexy Red was there a few months ago as well. Yeah. And, you know, they always don't have to perform. I don't want Cardi and Metro out there doing fucking, you know, suplexes and swanton bombs and shit like that. We saw what happened with Travis Scott, what he did to Cody, and that whole thing fell apart also. And I love it because everybody's talking shit about him now. Yeah. It's like open season. But I love how, because like, you know, it's a thing on Twitter. You know, they say wrestling's for niggas. They say it all the time, and they're showing it, bro. And I love it personally. I feel like. It just makes me feel better when I post something on my story and I know that like, yo, niggas are gonna fuck with this. People are responding and stuff like that. I'm like, all right, now I have people to talk about this with. You know what I mean? And I think that's really cool.
There's such a clear through line between pro wrestling and the bravado and the competition and just the pageantry and that whole element in hip hop, right? Like there's a very clear through line. A lot of the best wrestlers and like music is like hip hop music. Like the Usos theme song is a hip hop song, and that's a song that blew up. You know what I mean?
Trick Williams.
Yeah, Trick Williams, Jada Parker. There's so many like urban themed wrestlers and just even like Ric Flair was rapping, you know what I mean, with the jet flying, kiss stealing, wheeling and dealing. You know what I'm saying? Like it was all hip hop, really. You know what I mean? Dusty Rhodes was also like very influenced by hip hop. So the fact that there was a time where like hip hop and wrestling stopped realizing that they were, you know, connected is kind of weird. You know what I mean? And the fact that that's coming back is actually like a really cool thing. And
even in promos, bro. Yeah. Like promos is nothing but a battle, honestly, without actually having a rhyme. But like you guys are going round for round. You got something to say. I got a rebuttal. You got something to say back. Yep. You know, you said something smart. I turn it into a word. Yo, CM Punk is quoting Nas all the fucking time.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I love it.
There was a fire. I don't know if you saw Raw, but Becky Lynch and Bella and Nikki Bella had a great back and forth on this last episode, and Nikki Bella had made a comment about Seth Rollins because you know Becky Lynch is not as big a star as Seth Rollins. He's a heavyweight champ, and Becky Lynch says, "Oh, don't talk about me and my hot husband. We're the best pro wrestling couple. We're the best looking pro wrestling couple in the world. Oh, and that would have been you and, you know, Nikki Bella used to be married to John Cena, right? So she goes, oh, but wasn't it you and, oh, my fault, you can't see him anymore.
Yeah.
It was just such a nasty thing to say, and like just it got the crowd hype. And yeah, that's like battle shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that's like rap battle stuff. So yeah, there's a very clear through line. I don't know if Cardi's the person. Again, I thought she would do like
went back to Cardi.
And just because I thought she would do some type of heat stuff. You know what I mean?
Bro,
like
they literally had her do the intro, come out, do a little performance, and then they showed her on the camera giving the elbow drop to Drewski like in their seats. Yeah. And not for nothing, they could have done that with any fucking celebrity that was there. They didn't even have her go out there to give the attendance number. They didn't have her do like a backstage interview with Kathy Kelly. Like Hod said, like, at least an interaction backstage between her and Naomi, or her and Bayley, or her and Chelsea, I think would have been great. Yeah. They had nothing really for her to do, and I don't know who's really to blame on that. Is that I'm sure WWE would have loved to have, had her have something to do, but.
Yeah, because she's a person that that don't even sound regular, because Cardi B's a personality within herself. When you hire Cardi, you're hiring like, the image of Cardi. Thing, the whole all that all that stuff that she does, all that whole like get up of Cardi. I kind of expect her to be that when they get her for these things, but it's interesting that they didn't. It almost makes me think that maybe they didn't pay like a certain rate. I think at this point in Cardi's life, she probably has a rate for like hosting, and she has a rate for like the entire, like, the image of what you expect to get when you pay for this thing. Because I definitely think that number's up. Because everybody, when she was like at her peak of doing that, everybody loved it. So yeah, for sure. I wouldn't be surprised if maybe she didn't think the check was high enough to give you all that,
I genuinely think
give you no viral clips and shit like that.
I genuinely think she might have just had a little too much back there. Like, honestly, but again, that's
you're
not
implying
to say,
something, but you're not saying it. I know we got different listeners now, but like, like I know at some point people gonna start clipping it up. Like, I understand. Like, I know that you kind of tapping around. But
either way, it was dope. Some of the matches were like,
While we're talking about musicians, on the other side of that, they did have a country star in Jelly Roll there in a match So Jelly Roll was tag teaming with Randy Orton. He was going up against Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul. It's as insufferable as it sounds. Credit to Jelly Roll. Every single interview that I saw with people who worked in WWE, the superstars, talked about how he's there every day. He's working out. He's trying to get right. He did lose a lot of weight from last SummerSlam.
He lost like 60 pounds, bro.
And it happened fast because he was there last year giving Austin Theory a chokeslam or whenever that was, and he was looking like a big man. Yeah, and he's definitely slimmed down. He put in a lot of work, so kudos to him for that. But man, that match was so fucking ass. Like, there's just some things like you just can't. Some people just naturally have it, Some people just don't. Like, he did when he did his whole comeback, he did the shoulder tackle and all that stuff. And it was like the stiffest, and not stiff in terms of like, oh, he really put it in there. He really gave it to him. Like, no, stiff in terms of like, he barely moved his body. Like, he didn't really go into the moves. He kind of just stood there and put his shoulder down while Logan and Drew were kind of just selling. He made the boss man slam look like the fucking assistant manager slam or something like that. Like, it just didn't look... It didn't look that great. The best thing that he did, though, take that massive bump on the announce table from Logan Paul. Logan Paul did a huge frog splash from the ring onto the fucking table, and it was fucking amazing. Jelly Roll was telegraphing that he was going to get hit a lot. You could see him like adjusting and putting his arms up way too early. But hey, I get it. I would probably do the same fucking thing. Because that shit had to have been painful. And he got up and finished the match after that. Yeah. So kudos to him, but it just wasn't what I'm trying to see, bro. Bring back Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny needs to come back and show these celebrities how it really gets done in the ring, because that nigga could go.
Probably the best celebrity wrestler.
The best celebrity wrestler we've ever seen.
He ain't tour. He ain't coming out for a minute,
Yeah. But outside of that, just getting into the other matches, shout out to Karrion Kross. I think he should have won, but I think it just made his movement a lot stronger. He's getting a lot of push on the internet right now to bring him back, to give him a push, to give him and Scarlett the shine that they deserve. And I think that performance was great. And I think today they announced, this could be a rumor or something, but they announced that he did get a contract offer, him and Scarlett, so they will be coming back. That's great to see. I see a big push coming for Karrion Kross, hopefully within the next couple months. Tiffany Stratton and Jade Cargill was a cool match as well. Tiffany did come up with the win. Super short. I was upset about that. But hey, it makes sense because when they got to that fucking main event,
Yeah.
Gunther and CM Punk. That was poetry, man. I don't think anybody is a better worker right now than Gunther. He doesn't waste any moves. He tells a story, a clear story in the ring. If he knows that you have a messed up ankle, he's gonna target that ankle the entire fucking match, and he's gonna make it look good. When he cut himself, or I'm sorry, when he got busted open, and he came out all bloody in the face, I'm like, oh my god, this is cinema. I cannot wait for Ilya Dragunov to come back and for him and Ilya to go at it, because that will be a 7-star match.
Where is Dragunov, bro? He's been out for like
he should be back soon.
Over a year, bro.
He should be back soon. That's
my guy
right there.
Over a year.
The most gruesome finisher in the fucking world. I don't care, bro. The super H-bomb from the top rope elbow just straight to your fucking dome piece. I love that guy. Can't wait for him to get back. But Gunther and CM Punk was an awesome match. CM Punk showing that he still got it even at his old age. He did come away with the win. He was champion. But like I said, because for 5 minutes, he was basking in his glory, and then burn it down. Seth Rollins comes on out in his crutches. We all know. I believe it was Saturday night main event last month. He and LA Knight had a match. He got injured. He hurt his knee during the match. LA Knight came away with the victory. And they were selling his injury for this whole entire time, basically waiting for this moment.
Hold on, because it wasn't just selling the injury in the ring. There were reports that he was really hurt, that he would be out for a while, and it was like pretty disappointing, because they had just started this new run, right, with his new tag team, his new faction, I guess you would call it, or stable, with him and Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker. And
they got a name now.
They got a name now, The Vision. Paul Heyman as the Oracle. They were doing this whole big promo run with Seth Rollins, going after their championship, or going after to run Raw, run the Raw promotion, and then he gets hurt, and I imagine every wrestling fan, every WWE fan was like, "Fuck, what now?" You know what I mean? Because this was clearly going to be the main thing that was happening on Raw until at least War Games, you know what I mean? Like Survivor Series. This was going to be a month, 90-day, 180-day run. And then he gets hurt, and it was just like, well, that kind of throws everything out the window.
Yeah.
And then here comes SummerSlam. CM Punk wins the belt, and then Seth Rollins comes out. He's got the knee brace on. He's on what do you call those things? Crutches. Oh shit. I was gonna say in a wheelchair. So he's on crutches. He's looking at CM Punk. CM Punk's, staring at him. He's like, yeah, we're gonna have to, we're gonna have to run it at some point. Everyone's thinking, damn, Seth is gonna be out for a while, but he's gonna go after CM Punk. Maybe this means that CM Punk is gonna be holding the belt for a while. And then Seth Rollins drops the crutches, turns around like he's leaving, drops the crutches in the most Seth Rollins way possible. The camera zooms in, and it's like a really, really awesome cinematic superhero shot. He drops the crutches, he turns around, and we're like, okay, he's showing that he's progressing, right? That, he must be doing better than we thought. He takes the knee brace off and starts walking towards the ring normally. I don't know if y'all ever seen the movie The Usual Suspects, but if you remember the end, when Kaiser Soze starts walking straight, that's the level of holy shit that we were dealing with when Seth Rollins started running towards the ring. And he did he hit him with the briefcase first, or
so he got into the ring. They got into a little, Punk is fucking obviously tired. Seth wrestles him down, grabs his briefcase, smacks him in the fucking face with it, hands it to the ref. Ring the fucking bell! Ring the fucking bell! He runs into the corner. Punk starts to, get up on all fours, stomp face into the mat, and it is over.
1, 2, 3. Seth Rollins steals the belt from CM Punk.
And CM Punk now has the shortest title reign, world title reign in WWE history now.
Yeah, at 5 minutes and 30 seconds, I believe.
Ironic because history repeats itself, man. When Drew McIntyre went on to win the world title against Seth Rollins,
last year,
what happened? CM Punk swept the legs.
Yep. Pretended he was hurt. Kind of ran the same play. Pretended he was hurt with the elbow. Took the damn elbow thing off.
Damian Priest comes on out. South of Heavens. 1, 2, 3. Damian Priest is your new champion. So this was perfect. This was great. I loved it. I hated Seth Rollins for the entire next 48 hours. But that's how I knew, like, they're doing a good job. That was good.
Yeah.
That was good. Punk will have his day, though, and it will totally be worth it. Great performance. Awesome way to end night 1. Night 2 was damn near perfect in my eyes.
Yeah.
It was starting with Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, and Naomi. Naomi ended up retaining, so we love to see that. The 6-man, I'm sorry, what is it? 8-man, or was it 12?
It was 12-man tag team TLC match.
Yeah, 12-man tag team TLC. Wyatt 6, Street Profits, DIY, Motor City Machine Guns, Andrade and Ray Phoenix, and Fraxium. So Nathan Frazier and Axiom.
Incredible teams, by the way.
Yeah, every single one of those teams are fucking amazing. We're the best tag team on the roster at some point, except for Andrade and Ray Phoenix. They kind of just threw them together, but they mesh so well, well. They mesh so well. Wyatt 6 ends up retaining, but that's probably one of the greatest TLC matches that I've ever seen.
Just ridiculous bumps.
Since that, legendary 6-man one with the Hardys and the Dudleys and them and shit.
Yeah.
This was
Dudley
just
Boys
so great.
And the Hardys were in the building. Obviously Edge and Christian are over in AEW, so they couldn't come. But they were well represented. You knew something special was going to happen because the Dudleys and the Hardys were in the building. You know what I mean? And
this was definitely redemption, man. Like, because I was saying that they should have had a tag match. That TLC match that happened, that ladder match that happened after WrestleMania on SmackDown, should have happened at WrestleMania.
It should have been on the PLE, absolutely.
But to see them now build it up in a way where they can add Ray Phoenix and Andrade, they can add the Wyatt 6, they can add. Was there anybody else added besides them? I believe it was just them. I think Fraxium maybe.
Fraxium. Yeah.
You can add Fraxium, who was at the time the best tag team in the fucking in the WWE at the time, NXT main roster, whatever. In my opinion, Fraxium has been the best. So to build this up to the point where you can add all these other teams to make this match made it so worth it. A lot of people are mad at the Wyatt 6 winning. I'm not crazy mad about it. I'm still intrigued to see what they end up doing with this group. It seems like they're looking much more heel like than face like when they first came out and just going after shitty people. Now they just kind of seem like they're just kind of running rampant on the entire SmackDown roster. So
I think
intrigued to see what they do with that. I want to see more gold in the Wyatt 6.
I think the reason why people are kind of upset about the Wyatt 6 winning is that they're clearly the worst of those 6 teams. Like if you just look at talent wise, like. And
it was Joe Gacy and Dexter Lumis, by the way.
Right. Like, and good wrestlers, right? But when you put them
Joe
up
Gacy's cool.
But when you put them up against the Street Profits or Fraxium or Ray Phoenix, like just the level of athleticism, the level of stunt work, you know what I mean? Like these guys are incredible. So the fact that these big lumbering dudes could possibly beat them in a TLC match. There was even great like spots with other members of the faction, right? Candice LeRae takes the most amazing bump off of the top of the ladder onto the ground through another ladder, pushed over by her husband, by the way, not on purpose, but someone knocked into him. He knocks into the ladder. He knocks into the ladder. She goes tumbling out of the ring onto a ladder herself. Just Candice LeRae is this big. Like this, to see her take such a major bump was insane. Then you had Nikki Cross jump in, you had B-Fab jump in, obviously the rest of the Wyatt 6 jumped in. It turned into like a 20-person match. It was just chaotic but beautiful chaos.
Good fights.
Can I interject real quick? Sorry,
yeah, what up?
Because I'm just curious. Whenever y'all talk about this, y'all be mad like into it. And I want to ask: is there ever a world where y'all would want to host an event like this?
I think.
What do you mean, like a watch along or like actually a promotion?
A watch along and a promotion. Basically, either what Cardi B was doing or like what announcers be doing when they be watching
absolutely.
These things.
Man, it's a dream, honestly. Like
I feel like the two of y'all would smoke that.
Absolutely, that would be insane if we were to like be on a PLE. You know what I'm saying? Like we're in the crowd and then like a heel comes out and like starts the worst podcast in the world sitting over there. That'd be hard. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, Dame got some experience in the ring, don't you?
Yeah, man.
You got involved into a match in Mexico.
When I was in Mexico, me and the Luchas out there, we got a little history. Yeah. I got my name. I got my own name down there. I took off the mask, so I got to ask the OGs for permission to put it back on when I get back there. But
gotta go to the commission.
Yeah, I got to. But man, they know how I get down, bro. I'm running for sure. I'm the best running you can ask for. Tribal combat, I'm there. You need me.
Bet.
For sure, that would be hard.
That's all I got. That's all I wanted to say.
But then following that match, this is the match that I wasn't looking forward to, and then I watched it, and I enjoyed the fuck out of it. Becky Lynch and Lyra Valkyria. So this is interesting, because you're super big on Becky.
Yeah.
And I'm big on Lyra.
Yeah.
So it was great to see both of these stars come together again, because we have seen them scrap before in the past and put on another banger, honestly, because I feel like every single time they go one-on-one against each other, it's good graps. Even if, you want to add, because who else? Bailey involved in that as well. Like when Bailey, when they had the triple threat, that was also great graps as well. I think this feud has, a lot of people are kind of over it. I feel like, if this is it? Is it it? Did it have a follow-up? It did have a follow-up, right?
Becky started her feud with Nikki, and it looks like we're going Lyra Bailey.
Okay.
Based on
because now Lyra can't challenge for the belt anymore.
Right, exactly.
So if that's the way that you're gonna cap that feud, I'm totally fine with it. Becky is doing an absolutely amazing job making this Intercontinental title look
relevant,
valuable.
Yeah, for sure.
And they're doing a way better job than they are with the women's U.S. title, who they could use a lot of work with right now. Because who's the champ right now? Julia? Yeah, Julia.
Yeah.
And they recently gave her a mouthpiece. I'm sorry, I'm forgetting Shawty's name right now.
I didn't even know
they gave her a manager. And yeah, I think they just need to give her better people to go up against. Like, I know they've been feeding her Zelina. And then before, I think after that, she just wrestled somebody else. But yeah, she just needs more of a challenge. Because she's an awesome wrestler. They need to call up some of these. They need to call up some of these NXT girls, like Vaquer or Jada Parker or Lola Vice or Sol Ruka and Kaylani. They just kind of got there, so let them take over.
But I did see.
But I think some of these girls are ready already.
I did see Naomi mention Stephanie Vaquer. I think they're about to start their feud on Raw. So shout out to Stephanie Vaquer, because that's going to be a great look for her to get into the women's world title picture up against Naomi. But I think you're right. I think Becky and Lyra had a really good match. And this is kind of the part that, the crowd didn't really give it the energy that it deserved. And I'm of the opinion that and we can have a larger conversation about this, but there are things that I'd want to see in a stadium, and there are things that I'd want to see in an arena. And I think sometimes the stadium environment, especially in the US, doesn't fit certain types of events. And I think that mid-card PLE, I think there's always like a dud, because people are just genuinely bored, and it's they're too far away to like really, really see what's happening in the ring. So they tend to kind of tune out. And I think Lyra and Becky kind of became a victim of circumstance and like placement, because they were kind of sandwiched in between bangers. You know what I mean? Yeah. So like, the match itself was really good, but I don't think the crowd gave it the energy it deserved.
Yeah. But then after that, I think you can really appreciate a match like that after the stinker they put on afterwards. In a match where, bro, you have Solo Sikoa, who, regardless of how you feel about him as a character, and I feel like that kind of opinion's kind of changing right now. I think people are starting to buy in on Solo. I've been big balling on Solo for a little while now. But to have a guy like him and an animal like Jacob Fatu in a cage match, bro, a championship cage match, and then have them put on a fucking stinker.
It was a stinker, for sure.
Oh, man, I haven't been that disappointed since Jay and Jimmy at WrestleMania.
There's a thing about the Samoans, the Fatu boys, where it just seems like if you have them going up against each other, they're pulling their punches a little too much. Like,
and on one-on-one specifically, because in tag matches, like, they're great.
Yeah,
I love it.
Kick it.
But I don't know what it is. Like, yeah, like you said, when they get in there one-on-one, mano-y-mano, and it's just them, it's like, all right, where's the focus, yo?
Yeah. It's like they talked about it. Like, they know they're gonna go out for beers later, so it's like they're not really trying to get a check. And I just genuinely don't care anymore about the Bloodline thing, and I think they need to stop. Like, I think we need to move on from that, and we need to see these guys in. First of all, I don't know what kind of contracts y'all gave them other niggas. Cut them immediately. Like, let's get back to Jay, Jimmy, Roman, Solo, and Jacob. That's it. We don't need JC Mateo, Tala Tonga, Tama Tonga, Talo, Taliva, whatever the fuck else they...
Tama Tonga can stay, Tonga Loa can go. I love me some Tama Tonga. He needs to get back. He needs to get healthy.
I just don't... I get it, but it to me, it's always kind of felt a little forced and like... But like, they got something with Jacob. And I even, on the indie scene, I see Zilla... Like, make room. Like, we actually don't need every single Samoan wrestler in the world in the WWE. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, I think JC Mateo and the other guy in Tonga Loa, I think they actually are in the way, and I think they have become way too bloated, and I think they really cut them immediately. Seriously.
Yeah, shitty match. The best spot from it was the moonsault from Jacob Fatu off the top of the cage, though. That was sick. I'll give him that. It looks like Tonga Loa. I'm not sure if you saw it, but Tonga Loa took the whole fucking knee to the head there. So he's always getting the shit under the stick. Yeah. Outside of that Intercontinental match, Dominik Mysterio, AJ Styles, I think it was a pretty good match. I love how Dom got the win. Yeah. Not clean, but clean in Dom fashion, it was a clean win. He didn't have, his boys out there. He was out there dolo, out there against AJ Styles, a fucking hell of a fucking competitor on the last leg of his career. So good to see him. I loved the entire feud, the leading up to this. Like, it was like a comedy feud. He had the whole, I'm not cleared yet. And they were doing the whole, restraining order thing. You can't touch me. And AJ was like in disguise and every single episode. I enjoyed the fuck out of it. This was a great way to finish it off. If this is the end, it doesn't seem like it is, though. It seems like AJ will still be coming for that title. And then the main event. Oh my God. So fucking good.
Wait. I do. We do have to mention that the Dom AJ Styles match was clearly like an Eddie Guerrero memorial match. Like, they had multiple spots where they were showing love to Eddie Guerrero, classic moments. Like Eddie Guerrero had this great spot where the ref will have his head turned and then he'll look like he's going to hit the person with the chair. And instead of hitting him with the chair, he'll hit the ground to make the sound of the chair. Then he'll put the chair on himself and try to get the guy disqualified. And, and Dom tried to do that. But then Dom realized what he was doing and Dom tried to do that to AJ. AJ realized what he was doing and he put the whole thing around his neck and then laid down so the ref couldn't tell which one of them hit each other with the chair. It was hilarious. Great comedy. I love comedy wrestling is like some of the best wrestling in the world to me. You know what I mean? Because like making this shit funny is just like a different type of, is a different type of energy. So that was really cool. But yeah, we could go to the main event.
Yeah, the main event was cinema. John Cena, Cody Rhodes, John Cena. A lot of people expected John Cena to go heel again because recently he went back to being a face. Yeah, literally the night before because last week Cody Rhodes hit him with a fucking crossroads, knocked him out, and then fucking. Oh no! He put John Cena through a table in the most funniest fashion while jumping off the fucking top ropes with the contract in hand. Fucking spread eagle. That shit was hilarious. And I guess after that, knocked John into his senses. John's like, oh, no, I can't do this anymore. Gotta do it for the fans. Da, 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 da. And it didn't make sense to me. So I thought he was turning heel again. But then after the match, it made all the sense in the world. We'll talk about that after. But, man, it was Super Cena versus Super Cody, bro.
Yeah.
Cody got hit with 10 or it was like 8 or 10 attitude adjustments, bro.
Yeah.
He did not... Fucking go stay down.
Honestly, I kind of feel like, and I haven't heard anybody say this, but it kind of felt like a Hulk Hogan memorial. Like, I think they were actually just doing the Hulk Hogan thing. Like, I think like some of it was like, okay, we have our like super strong guys who like never get beat. Like they're going to do the Hulk Hogan thing to each other. And like, that's how we're going to get the banger that we're looking for. So it was definitely like they were going at it. There was a point where they ended up under the ring and John Cena comes, you know how like they have like the ring that gets raised, like like when
you're talking about the ramp, under the ramp.
Yeah, they went under the ramp and they had the part where Cody Rhodes usually comes out.
Rhodes comes up, comes up from under the stage.
He comes up from under the stage. And John Cena has Cody Rhodes ready for the attitude adjustment as he's coming up the thing. And then on his shoulders, and once they get him down, he gives him the attitude adjustment onto the ramp.
A nasty one,
and
bro.
It was just,
John Cena, we had to talk about how I think John Cena might be the strongest nigga I've ever seen in my entire life. Because at this point, they've been wrestling for like 45 minutes.
Yeah, no, that was crazy. They both were at the top of their game on Sunday night. It was incredible.
I like to think that was a giant fuck you to Travis Scott and TKO.
Okay.
Like, this is the match that should have happened at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Not in terms of like, oh, this is a story that should, but in terms of like, this is the quality of match that we should have had back in fucking April.
Yeah.
Without any interruptions, no run-ins, no outside distractions, just straight up brawl. 45 minutes or however the fuck long it was of just straight up beats.
Yeah. It was
crossroads attitude.
Yeah.
I think John did a sunset power bomb. Sunset flip power bomb. I was
onto the floor.
What the fuck?
Like I never seen him do that either. Never seen him do it. Incredible.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna do a Hurricane Rana at some point. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah. But he's way too big to move like that.
Cody ends up winning. We get Crybaby Cody back. Tears come out. Cody leaves pretty fast, and then we see John out there by himself. The camera's still going. The show clearly over, right? But no, John's just out there. We're not at the end of his retirement just yet. He still has 6 whole months left. And as they're saying that, we hear the fucking music of Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
Brock Lesnar having not been seen since his match against Cody Rhodes at SummerSlam. And a lot of people surprised to see him because he is currently involved in an ongoing investigation where he's been named 44 times in the Vince McMahon Janelle Grant accusation documents.
Yep.
So it was very shocking to see him there. There was a lot of mixed emotions, but I mean, if you were at the stadium, they didn't look that mixed to me. It looked like the fucking crowd blew up, bro. The crowd popped like crazy.
Yeah.
The crowd was happy to see them. I was genuinely like, huh? Like I was emotionless. Because what the fuck are you doing, TKO?
It was I popped. I'm not gonna lie. I popped. I was pretty like surprised to see Brock, but I think it was mostly because how is Brock Lesnar here? You know what I'm saying? Like it was definitely like this dude is. I never thought I would, not never, but I thought there was no way that he would be here during this period. And even then I was like, okay, maybe he's just coming out to show his face. But then he jumps in the ring and gives John Cena an F5. And it's like, oh, he's under contract. Are we starting a feud with Brock Lesnar and John Cena?
Some people, I didn't see it, but there were, I did see a post after the fact that morning they added Brock Lesnar back to the active roster list, which was confusing to me because if this is supposed to be a surprise, why even do that?
Yeah.
I
would have been.
It's clear they got a deal done already.
So, and let's get into how that ruined the night, because I did pop. I was pretty surprised. It wasn't
in the moment at the time. Once the music hits, it's like, oh shit!
Right.
But then you remember, and it's like, oh shit!
Like honestly, they might as well have just had R. Kelly come out, because it was like, listen, if R. Kelly shows up at the BET Awards, nigga, I'm cheering. At least for the first 2 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Once they start playing I Believe I Could Fly, my nigga, I'm gonna sing a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, it's gonna take me a minute to realize, oh wait. And then I'm gonna go on Twitter and I'm gonna remember that I shouldn't be a part of this, right? Because that's what happened. I start, I go on Twitter, I'm looking at the reactions, and then it's just like there's that guilt that sets in, like, oh yeah,
for sure.
We're not supposed to be super excited about this, and it wasn't until one of my favorite creators, I think her name is like Minerva, something like that. It's a female wrestling fan. She reacts to all the shows. I saw her face because she's live streaming, and she looked so like upset that he was out there and that people were cheering. Like, she just stopped her stream. Like, she just completely stopped her stream. And it was like, damn, okay. There are real people who are truly feeling a way about this. Mm-hmm. And so I had to like think of it from a real perspective. And yeah, I just can't, I'm not going to be able to enjoy a Brock Lesnar John Cena feud. And you know, tomorrow's SmackDown, you'd imagine that that's when Cody comes out, that's when Cena comes out, and that's when Brock Lesnar comes out. And I'm very interested to see what the reaction from the crowd is going to be.
The crowd's going to pop, bro.
So here's the thing, because the WWE, if we're having the real discussion, right, there have been things that have been happening for the last few months that if you're a fan of the WWE, if you're a fan of pro wrestling, but you're also some form of minority, you have felt some type of weirdness surrounding the WWE. Like, whether it's the Trump stuff, whether it's how they've been, glazing Hulk, you know what I mean, for the last month or so.
And I'm not gonna lie, Paul Heyman.
Yeah, Paul Heyman. There was a thing even this week at Raw where Paul Heyman said some real weird shit. You know what I mean?
I'm kind of all right with that, because considering he was talking to B-Dot.
I just don't know where that comes from. Like, I don't know what you mean when you say that. Like, I genuinely, like, I'm just confused mostly. But like, there's just this weird energy around the WWE right now. And it's like, as a fan of pro wrestling, we're in the most diverse moment in WWE history, bottom line, from a female performer standpoint, from a minority performer standpoint. This is the best and most diverse that the roster has ever looked, period. Mm-hmm. There's mid-carders that absolutely could carry as champs, period. You know what I mean? From the women's and men's side. The fact that it kind of feels like a good old boys club from a business standpoint does not sit well with a lot of people. You know what I mean? And it's unfortunate, because it seems like the board or whoever, creative, they're being fucking tone deaf when it comes to why people are watching again and why people find wrestling cool. Spoiler alert, it's because of the niggas is back. Like, I don't know if y'all realize it. Wrestling is cool because the niggas are back. So I think it's probably in their best interest to acknowledge that minorities and diversity is what makes this shit lit. But it's up to them to decide how they want to approach it.
Which brings me to the ESPN deal.
Yeah.
Y'all got me fucked up.
Yeah.
So, I don't have the article or anything in front of me. I'm just going to go off the top of the head. But ESPN and WWE inked up a deal. I'm not sure for what the number was, but all I know is it's going to be $30 a month if you want to watch premium live events.
Yep.
That's a big deal because Peacock is $7 a month.
Yep.
I don't think they have the WWE
prices.
network anymore, so I don't think you're getting any. Do they? I don't think they do anymore. So I don't think they have discounted prices where you can see all the shows in one fucking website. They don't have that anymore.
No.
They don't have like what
TV
AEW is doing with HBO, where they show everything on HBO on their one streaming. No, what you're gonna have to fucking buy the streaming platform, and I think I read somewhere if you have like a Hulu, Live TV, if you have ESPN Plus, like all these other shit that nobody fucking owns, if you have any of that shit, then you don't have to pay any additional pricing. But that's still, like I said, nobody has that bullshit. So what's gonna happen is niggas about to invest in VPNs. I'm not gonna say much further than that, but the VPN prices are about to go up.
Yeah, sailing the high seas, baby.
And they're gonna learn the hard way.
Here's the truth. In order to watch all the WWE content, you need to have cable for SmackDown, Netflix for Raw, ESPN for PLEs. If you're into NXT, you need cable because that's local.
AAA now?
Yeah, AAA. There's all these. In order to consume all the content, you have to. It's basically another bill. Now, I don't know when the last time y'all dealt with cable companies, but they have pretty much completely de-emphasized buying cable boxes. Like Spectrum has the Spectrum TV app, and they don't even really offer you, like, how they used to offer like package deals, like you bundle your cable, TV, and phone. They're not even doing that no more. You get the internet package, and you get as many subscription things as you can. I don't even know if I call my cable company right now if they would just give me a cable box. Like I genuinely don't know if they would do that because the thing about the ESPN deal that people didn't realize is you don't need the subscription. If you have cable, if you have regular cable and ESPN is included in your TV package, all you got to do is use your cable authorization to sign in, and you'll have ESPN. But how many people still have cable? You know what I mean? Like it's still a much smaller number than the people that get internet from these services. So yeah, most people are gonna have to pay that $30. So it's just not helpful. It's anti-consumer, and a lot of these places have been anti-consumer for a very long time. HBO Max just took all the power, like
Boomerang and all
the
that
Boomerang shows off. You got Hulu now is gonna close its entire application that they're rolling into Disney Plus completely. So you can't just have Hulu; you have to have Disney Plus. Like this shit is dystopian as fuck. And like all of these different companies are gonna learn the hard way that people will get their content however they want. And if y'all are not just gonna offer it in a fair way, then people are gonna find the other way to get it. So yes, I agree with you. I think people are gonna find their own way to their own content. I think more people are gonna start loading up Plex servers or whatever the case may be, because these kids today, bro, I'm telling y'all, these kids today are not interested in what y'all selling. If you think that they're not smart enough to run their own media servers, you got another thing coming. So good luck.
It's easier nowadays, man.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier nowadays.
So
yeah, that was SummerSlam.
Good show. They ruined it at the end.
Yeah. Overall, I think the 2 nights was great. Considering this is their first time ever doing 2 nights for a SummerSlam. Now they're considering doing it for other main events such as Royal Rumble, and I forgot what the other one was. But I don't know if I agree with that, man. I think 2 is fine. SummerSlam and WrestleMania, your biggest shows, have them there. I think you should put 2 nights at the Royal Rumble. I don't know. It just
I would like 2 nights at Royal Rumble. I would like I would like the night 1 women's Rumble and then night 2 men's Rumble.
Okay. I'm not mad at that. And it gives more opportunities for title matches to have at Royal Rumble and more opportunities for people not to get left out of the show. Even though LA Knight was somehow left out of this card, but that's another thing.
Big up yourself, turn in. If you want the full video vibes, bonus episode, enough exclusive content, link we up on Patreon. Bomboclat. It start at only $1 a month. That a mad deal, you see it? Tap in now.
Howard, I want to ask you to give me a brief little breakdown on Timberlands and how they got the reputation that they got these days.
What's the reputation these days?
Being associated with New York.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Can you explain like where that came from and all that stuff and how like, because I genuinely have no idea. They look like work boots, right? Like aren't they like they're like work boots and like how did they get associated with New York?
So it goes back to, believe it or not, it just fashion wise, it was the change of the guard from the 80s like tight leather, designer stuff of like, you remember the shit that we make fun of people for wearing, right? The 80s dudes with the leather, you know what I mean? Like the cowboy outfits and all that other stuff. Watch a Houdini video or after Houdini, there was like LL and like Run DMC. They kind of made it hard with like leather, you know what I mean? LL had the Kangol and stuff like that, but his clothes were still tight. And then Wu-Tang came out, right? And when Wu-Tang came out, they had what I would consider the first blog era, which was super simple videos with like hand recorded cameras in the projects. It was like the most raw shit you ever saw in your life. If you ever watch the videos for like Wu-Tang Ain't Nothing to Fuck With, or like they were just rugged and raw. Like that was the whole thing. We rugged and we raw, right? If you on the streets, if you constantly outside in the streets, the concrete jungle, you gotta have on boots that are, you know what I'm saying, tough. You gotta have like baggy jeans and like it was like war attire. You know what I'm saying? It was like stuff that you would wear if you was getting into fights all the time and shit like that. Like it would just it sold the image of like living tough and like living rough. So
is it fair to say that black people made Timberlands like hotter?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I don't even know white people that wear Timberlands.
I think white people wear Timberlands. I think it genuinely is like a New York thing though. I don't know how many white people are wearing it in the same like capacity outside of New York. I don't know nothing about that, but I have seen like white people in New York with Timberlands. But I wanted to ask because I'm curious about, first of all, thank you for that history. And I knew that you were the right person to ask about that. But I am very curious at the video game industry trying to make certain things black again, right?
Right.
I'm very upfront about my love for when the Sonic universe had some niggas in the room, you know? Yeah. Knuckles primarily being one of the people that we have claimed as our own. You know, Sonic Adventure 1, Knuckles has always been like hip hop coded, right?
Yeah, for sure.
And then Sonic Adventure 2, they literally had a rapper on there rapping all like his level songs. Shout out to 100P. And now
they gave Shadow a Glock.
They gave Shadow a Glock.
Yeah.
Yo, we gotta spend a block on 100P, bro.
Yeah, definitely gotta check out and see how he's doing. He comes and goes. Like I feel like he, is working and doing other stuff, but I gotta catch back up with him because he's usually really active, and when he is, like, that's the time to reach him. But they gave Sonic some Timberlands, y'all. I don't know if y'all have seen any of those posts, but
where he's in the puffer.
No, I nah. Well, I
you
have
ever seen the one him in the puffer?
That was a minute ago. Yeah, back
the light blue. Yeah, I was about to say. That was a minute
like
ago.
Back in the day. Yeah, I feel like they always trying to niggify some like characters. Like you remember, like when they put Goku and Vegeta and some Supreme and shit like that. Like I feel like that's always been the thing. But they literally put Sonic in some Timberlands. Like there's a deal that Timberland has now with I think it's either Sega or something like that. Or
can't even run in Timbs.
Yeah, I know, but they have a deal, and they have a collaboration going where Sonic is having Timberlands on, and that's the imagery that they got now, and they have some limited edition.
Blue laces are nasty.
Yeah, Timberland, Sonic, collaboration. They got shirts and shit like that, but mostly my biggest thing was seeing Sonic and Tim's, and I
got a cousin who is gonna bust a nut to that collab once he sees it.
Bro, if that was Shadow in those Timbs,
I promise you.
There probably
that'd have been hard.
Yeah, they're probably gonna be some sort of
black
like,
Timbs for Shadow. Black Timbs with red laces.
Yeah, we're not gonna see that. We're not gonna see that. This is just the beginning. I feel like, But how do we generally feel? Like, do we feel like this is a attempt to kind of get niggas back to the Sonic universe? Because I feel like people may have heard, right, that we take some sort of we've been taking back some of the things, right? Like we want it back. They gave us Knuckles, and then they took him back, and they made him goofy, whatever. Like he hasn't been hip hop for a while. They made Idris Elba, the voice actor for him. So technically, he has like some blackness there, but he's still kind of dumb. He's not as hardcore. They didn't give that much hip hop in his show and all that stuff. I feel like they're trying to kind of reach back out and connect a little bit more, right? Mm-hmm. This feels like one of those attempts. I could be wrong, but it does feel like they're trying to reach back out and be like, hey, we still care about you. This is the one of many things that we're gonna do. Do
niggas love Sonic?
Yeah.
I feel like what you're saying is correct, but I feel like Sonic.
I think niggas do love
movies.
Sonic.
I feel like the Sonic movies are not like nigga coded. Like I feel like that's not
or
the
even the
audience.
Shows.
So here's what I'm gonna say about this Sonic design. Right, this Sonic design, right, isn't the natural Sonic design that they have for all the newer stuff. They went back to like the older,
it's the
like
90s,
again, when Sonic was for niggas. Niggas grew up on that Sonic 1. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas, when they talking about, he had all the games, a lot of producers, everybody, a lot of people that like in hip hop will talk about, I used to love Sonic, like just that first game, right, on the Sega Genesis or one of them shits. Like niggas like Sonic. So it does feel like they're trying to reach back out, because this design that I showed you, that's like one of the earlier Sonic designs. Sonic has transformed a lot. You know what I mean? There's that whole design that they had with him back in the day. Or no, like just in the more recent times. Like they had a design where he looked terrible. Even in the movies, like he doesn't look like the same way. I know it's like live action stuff, but he still doesn't have like the same like aura that he had like back in the day, and people always talk about like how Sonic Adventure, let me give you an example, like how the artwork was, like all that like the style and everything, it just screamed like, that there were niggas involved, man. Like the artwork, it was so like cool. Like look at this, like this whole thing, people always talk about this. It's like, this is like, you would see this tagged up on a wall somewhere. Like it's
sure.
It's cool. And we didn't see Sonic look this cool in a long time.
Yeah.
So
I'm telling you, I got a cousin who still wears Scullies, and like certain shit, he's gonna lose his mind when he sees it. For sure. I might call him. Yeah,
you gotta let him know. Because it's limited edition. They are only available in Japan, though, I think.
They did it.
So, yeah, man. But I think they are only available in Japan, though. So
he don't mind that.
Yeah.
He'll figure it out.
For sure. He'll figure it out. One thing, once somebody gonna figure it out, it's his cousin, for sure. But I found it interesting. I found it really cool, though, that they're doing that. And I hope they do kind of like, to Dame's point, bring Shadow in at some point, bring Knuckles in at some point, man. Like, I think there's a lot of like, I genuinely do want hip hop to be reaching games again. I think that the Ghost of Yote shit is really cool with like the Nujabes thing, like all that stuff. Yeah, like I really do like that games are trying to kind of include hip hop elements in their in their content again. That's the next thing. That's the next big thing I want to see, of like another rebirth of that. Cause I think we have a lot of like cool hip hop representation games in modern times, So that'd be cool to see. Either music or just like even content based, I think that'd be pretty cool to see. And yeah, that's all I have on that. But I wanted to bring up some more old shit because who did it recently? You sent this in the chat the other day. I found it really, really interesting.
Do or Die.
Do or Die. That's the name of the artist, or
that's the name of the song? Yeah, that's the name of the group. It's a group called Do or Die. They did the fast rap stuff with Twista. They just released the video for their song from, I think they dropped this song in like 2002, 2004. Do You, featuring Twista and Johnny P. Again, it's a very old song, but the video just dropped. And it's not like they recorded a video and just dropped it now.
And they just dropped it, had the footage. Nah, this is
brand
new, fresh
just
recording.
Did a video. They did a video to a 20-year-old song.
That is fire to me.
Yeah,
Absolutely
and it looks so
fire.
dope. Like, you know what I mean? Because they older, but they still fly. They still look good. You know what I mean? It's dope. It's a dope video.
Yeah.
Twista looks great. The other two members of Do or Die look great. It's just very cool.
Which got me thinking, right? I was like, yo, and I know we might have discussed it before on the pod, but I want to have the conversation again. What are some songs that y'all love, or even songs that y'all just like feel like, damn, this really should have had a music video but didn't? Because I really feel like more artists can do this, right? There's songs that like may have not gotten a music video but deserved it, and I hope that I hope this makes enough noise to where they're able to look back at their discography and say, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna just get this song a music video because it's what the people want, or it's what I want to do, right? So do y'all have any? I could go first if y'all want to think about it more, but
yeah, I need to think on it.
I would have loved to see a video for Blood on the Leaves by Ye. I think he would have done a crazy.
I'm surprised there's not.
Yeah. I think that would have been a dope video. I probably would say that about like Mad City by Kendrick. Like there's a lot of songs.
Again, I'm very surprised that they're not. That they don't have that.
There was no video for like cartoons and cereal. Like there's a million songs that need videos, honestly, or just like some type of visual treatment. You know what I mean? I would have loved if Kendrick did a whole video package for the diss records. You know what I mean? Like a Euphoria video would have went crazy.
Yeah, Euphoria video would have been madness. That would have been madness.
I remember the old diss. I think there's only been a few diss songs that got videos. Like I remember the Hit 'Em Up had a video where there was like a fake Biggie and a fake Lil Kim. I remember the what was it? F with Dre Day video, I think. Where they had like a fake Eazy-E getting chased around Compton.
Yeah, No Vaseline have a video too?
No, Vaseline had like a a chop up, but it wasn't. Yeah. I don't think there was a real video for No Vaseline. Yeah, but that certain songs definitely would have made like dope videos, and like if I would love to see them do it now, honestly. So, yeah.
A lot of mine are kind of hip hop based too. But before I go to hip hop, I want to start with some R&B shit. Like a lot of the older songs, like the older R&B songs. Even though I don't know how that whole Smokey Robinson thing turned out, but I feel like Cruising would have been a really cool music video. Yeah, that would have been a really fire. If he just did that, and you know what I'm saying, and just like he make old people look cool, man. He would be like, like, yeah, listen, I'm old, but still smooth, cruising together. Come on, son, something with that.
Nah, you might have something there, bro. I think there's a path to like reintroducing old songs, not redoing the song. A lot of artists do that. They like redo the song to get it like uploaded on Spotify. Just do videos to your hits that didn't get videos from back in the day. That would legitimately be fire.
Yeah. And sadly, we'll never really see this. But I did find out in my research for this topic about a music video for a Dilla song that came out, but it wasn't him that did it. I'm pretty sure it was either his son or his brother. I can't remember. I think Illa J, that's his son or his brother.
It's his brother.
That's his brother. Okay.
Brother,
yeah. So Illa J was in a music video for Won't Do, which is one of my favorite Jay Dilla songs. And it's just him pretty much rapping Dilla's verse in that shit. And it's just like, he looks so much like, obviously that's his brother. So he looks like him. He has the same like mannerism, shit like that. It's really fun and really cool. But I feel like a lot of the Slum Village songs would have been really cool music videos, like Players, even though it was like at the end of Climax, which had a music video. Fucking love that song. But they had Players playing at the end of it. I feel like that would have been a really cool music video. All of that stuff mostly would have been really cool to have like music videos for. The Roots section. I love that song from Philadelphia Philadelphia Half-Life. That would have been really cool to see. You know, all that. Like, I love that song. Like, but yeah, a lot of my stuff is hip hop based. I don't know. I feel like there's so much potential to still do a lot of these types of songs for music videos.
I think a lot of the songs that I would have loved to see music videos for, I was a huge Frank Ocean fan in high school going into college, so he's not really big on the music videos for a lot of his songs. I think he did one for like Novocaine. He wasn't She, but that was a Tyler video, so we don't really get much videos from him. He did like the Endless thing, stream, and I don't know if you want to count that as a music video, but
biggest waste of time by any artist I've loved. Like, I fucking hate that he did Endless, and I don't think I'll ever forgive him.
But
hated that shit. Oh my god.
I would have loved to see a video for Nights.
Ooh.
Nights, and did Pyramids have a video?
Pyramids
did not have a video. But that song
Why do I feel like
music video.
Where do people get these visuals of like this nigga driving on a motorcycle through like a desert or some shit? Is that not from anything Frank did?
It might have been for something else. I do remember seeing that though, but I feel like that might have been like either from a movie or something, like some sort of visual that somebody did. Because fans be doing that shit, you know.
Yeah. Only video I remember like in that context was Acura Into Girl, which he was in a Acura, obviously, but he was driving around a mountain area. It wasn't like a desert, but that was like probably the first time I saw Frank Ocean. Was in the Acura Into Girl video.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it'd be a cool music video to see. Sorry, I just thought about it. My artists and shit like that. Passion Fruit by Drake.
By Drake?
Okay.
Sure.
Y'all don't fuck with that. Passion Fruit, that song, it feels like, you know, it'd be cool to watch. Like, it makes you want to go on vacation. Video? Drake's best video?
Is it God's Plan?
Hotline Bling.
Define best video. Like, success-wise or technically, like...
Best visually, like, just for you.
I feel like when he was doing his views stuff, he had, like, a lot of visually compelling stuff. Because he was showing, like, you know, the landscapes and all that.
Started from the bottom, it comes to mind, too. That was, like, nothing was the same.
Video. Yeah.
Definitely earlier Drake stuff. I don't like any of the overly produced shit. Like, what was that shit he did with 21?
You talking about the one
overproduced?
Like
Spin About You.
Oh, Spin About You, yeah.
Like, you know, all these crazy effects, CGI. Like, we don't need all that.
Then they had the complete opposite when they first started working together. I think there's like a song called "Sneakin'" where it looked like it was filmed on like an old ass like camera or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, back in the day.
That shit was cool.
Yeah, sorry, but keep going. So yeah, Frank Nights, which is a really great pick. Pyramids, another awesome. That song is really cinematic. Awesome. I feel like all the songs you pick are like have the cinematic pieces to it, you know?
Yeah, Forrest Gump. Because I also because his live performances are very much like cinematic in the sense where like he plays extended versions, unreleased versions of his songs where he'll put a bridge over here or he'll extend this part over here or like a solo part over here, a cappella part over here where. I always go back to I believe it was Lollapalooza, his Lollapalooza, or no, Paranormal or Paranormal. one of those, whatever it's called.
Panorama.
Panorama. Yeah. I always go to that performance. That performance was like had the moving camera that was circling him throughout the entire thing. That was an awesome performance. I forget if it was MTV or BET or whatever, but he performed Forrest Gump, and he had like the monitor moving, the monitor under him showing like Forrest Gump legs like running, and a giant screen behind him, so it looked like he was moving like. So I feel like if he wanted to, he could really, really create like a super dope. Like how, Gambino used to create like short films for his music videos. I feel like he could.
Don't get me
like,
fucking started.
Frank could do the same thing.
Yeah, don't get me started on him. He owes us movies, man.
Yeah, I know. Trust me, I know.
He owes us movies. But I do think Frank is like, because he just released a vinyl for Channel Orange, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like if anybody's gonna do it, he could do that and it'd be really successful. I feel like he would have run those numbers up if he would have come out with music videos for some of his biggest songs. Because obviously, like, it's sad to say that I don't know if he will ever get any more music from him. You know, it seems like it's always like he's in the studio, and then it's like you don't hear nothing, and then it's like he's making music. He says he's making music, and then it's nothing. You know, and
I told y'all my thought. I don't think we need him, bro. Like I genuinely like. I think he got so many sons out here that like. Let me put it on the table now. The next Frank Ocean project will not be received well.
I don't think that's true.
Okay.
I think he goes 3 for 3, like on the album cuts.
Okay.
You know, it might not be culturally appropriate. You know, whatever he decides to do, but hopefully it's like, you know, he's aiming forward. You know, like maybe it's not something that we're used to. Maybe it's not like the hottest sound or anything like that. But I hope that it stays ultimately artistic, like he usually does. Now, I do, for the music video tip, I feel like maybe we don't have music videos from him because I don't know why, but I feel like he's hard to work with. Like I feel like he probably has that like reputation of being difficult to work with for some reason. Something tells me, because I remember that whole rumor that happened where he was where he had like a whole ice thing,
Coachella shit.
Yeah, for Coachella, and then they made him melt, or he's told like, I don't want it anymore, so they had to melt it, and then he changed his mind again.
Frank definitely seems like one of those types of guys where like he's very much small team, not necessarily a simple concept, but nothing too overly produced. Like we just need like, you know, a simplistic concept, not too much. We're going to use a lot of natural light, shadows, and play off of that. Like I can see him doing like something at golden hour, at sunset, or like, and that'd be more his type of vibe. And like you said, like on his time though, like in his way. Like he just needs like one shooter, and that shooter to have like maybe like 2 guys to help him out, and that's all he needs for the vision. Like not for nothing, outside of building the set, how big was that team for the Endless shit?
Probably not that big at all.
Yeah,
like, probably had like
you know
2-3 people with him.
And it's not like he had, and he didn't have the label helping him out with that. That was kind of something he just like gave to them on the side a little bit. Or if anything, maybe he did take the money from the label to get that set built and then go from there. But hey, I don't know.
Yeah.
From what I saw in the video, that nigga was building everything himself.
I gotta rewatch that. I gotta rewatch it and just see like what the whole thing was, because they dropped at the same time, right? It was Blonde and Endless, and he dropped Blonde and then dropped
Endless first, so he can get out of his deal, or
okay.
you know, finish the deal, and then he dropped Blonde right after.
Okay. Wow, what a finesse, man! What a finesse. Is there anybody that's making music videos? Because like I feel like, because even when we were thinking about like music videos that are really hot that we love, our favorite music videos and stuff like that, all I can think of right now, the last person who like made music videos that I love so much were like T-Pain, and it's because of like the animation and all that stuff. But is there anybody making like full on like music video movies the way that like Michael did, right? Like who's capable of even doing that these days?
Freddie Gibbs just did one, right?
Did he?
Alfredo 2, the movie? Yeah.
Is it like
they dropped the film on I don't know if it's like a visual album or whatever, but him and Alchemist, yeah, they did like a short film for the album. They did like a comic and everything too. They're going all out for that shit.
Is it every song or is it just like one song that they chose?
I don't know. I didn't watch. I don't know if it's like the music is involved. I don't know if this is like the music playing in the background while they're doing a scene.
The music is like the soundtrack to the movie. It's like some Yakuza Japan trip with Al and Fred. I didn't watch the whole thing either, but like I heard about it. So yeah, but it was part of the promotion. And the music is like the soundtrack.
Okay.
Well, in terms of like music video wise, I don't think it's there. But in terms of like a guy who drops a music video and I'm always gonna watch it, it's ASAP Rocky because I feel like he is the most creative when it comes to his concepts. I don't know if it's him or the people that he works with, but he has, if not the eye himself, he has the eye to notice or to recognize the right directors for these projects. I remember Dexter Navy was in college. He was my favorite music video director at the time. He was doing some fucking insane stuff that I always wanted to learn how to do. Like his LSD video to this day is probably still my favorite music video. Yeah, but even though I'm pretty sure he did ASAP Forever too. And that ASAP Forever has that one shot where the camera is on like a giant crane that circles around the entire thing. So like it'll start from behind an object and then go to another one and just keep, and then like he would like zoom in through TVs and like different like it was really dope how creative Dexter Navy gets, and I really think it complements ASAP's style personally. But he's really the only guy that Gambino also is another one. He did it with Telegraph Ave. He's done it with I think most of his music videos. Honestly, what was the one where he's dancing in the little restaurant? Sober?
Sweatpants.
Sober. Sweatpants is another one. Sweatpants is the one at the deli where he does the loop, where he walks, he sits down, walks out, and every single time he walks through, there's more people with his face. Sober is the one where it's him and the girl at it might have even been like a Chinese
like a diner
spot.
or something. Or like,
a diner or something like that. And he was sitting across from her, and then he starts going over to her, and he starts dancing and tripping out and all that shit. And yeah, it's dope. He's like the only one I think that's giving us like conceptual music videos. I'm sure there's other guys out there, but
in terms of artsy stuff, I feel like Kendrick too. I feel like Kendrick could give us a movie-styled music video the same way that like Thriller gave us, or what's it called? You Rock My World.
Oh, speaking of Thriller, didn't Hit Boy just drop a music video where he referenced Thriller, like the whole Thriller video?
I think it was YG with the Leon Thomas. I think that's what you're referencing. There's a song called Lovers and Friends, YG and Leon Thomas. Good song, dope video. They were doing like the Michael Jackson thing.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I feel like just timeless music videos that people show, because people will be showing their kids Michael Jackson videos. Like that's big. So I wonder why nobody is investing in creating those types of movies for their art. Especially if it's good music that deserves it.
Because they're not trying to pay the directors.
True.
That too, but I wonder, like, because music don't tell stories no more. Like, this is kind of part of what we were talking about before, with like artists making music that's more vibes than like storytelling, and like how much of the music can translate to like that medium, right?
Sing About Me, I'm Dying of Thirst, bro.
Yeah, but
imagine if that had that's a 7-something minute song.
Yeah.
Is it 7 minutes or like 9 minutes? It's a long song.
No, it's like 7.
Okay.
But like that's Kendrick. But like the artists that, my point is, the artists that can get the budgets for them type of videos, they're not making music that like is like telling stories. Like what's a Yeet story look like? You know what I mean? Like, because it's all about curating vibes.
You could probably make a cinematic ass music video.
I feel like his futuristic shit, that 2093 album, I feel like that could have had a really cool, like, like I said, like a Batman Beyond like type of futuristic
Underground club.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at it. I just don't know. I know it was easier before because the music was like storytelling, you know what I mean? And like now it's more about like setting the vibes, right? Ever since somebody put on Twitter that that Mexican OT and Big X the Plug make Madden menu music. Like I can't get that shit out of my head when I hear it now. You know what I'm saying?
No, because the biggest was definitely all up in Madden. The biggest, the largest. I'm gonna do my fantasy draft. Like, yeah, I do need a lineman. Little thin at guard.
Like it's just mad in my head now. So like that's the thing. Like I wonder who's the artist that's gonna like really go in with like making like COD lobby music. You know what I mean? Like genuinely like make that the point. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. But now I'm thinking about bro. Sing About Me, I'm Dying of Thirst had potential. If that was like a 15-minute long music video, I'd be fine with that. You know.
How did y'all feel about We Cry Together?
I thought it was a dope music video.
Yeah.
Have you ever watched it again?
Dope. It's hard to listen to, but yeah, I watched it again.
Yeah, I watched it again at the time, like when it came out. I haven't gone back to it in a while for sure.
I'm pretty sure there's 2 versions, though.
I've only seen the one. They're like on a set. They're arguing. Even
there's like an edited version and an unedited version. So yeah, there's. I think
so. Like even the video for Luther, right? That's like kind of not telling a story. It's like a vibe. You know, it's just scenes, right? And even like what Pusha and Malice did with Chains and Whips initially, like that was set up to do on a runway in Paris, right? So like the vibe is the point. My point is I don't know if we're getting cinematics from the music now as opposed to like curation. Like a lot of artists would rather their music be the soundtrack to an art show as opposed to like turned into a movie.
Yeah, because a lot of people are going for that Cole Bennett style of music video where, you know, heavy green screen with, you know, disfiguration and, you know, all these crazy effects and crazy zooms and distorted lens, super wides and funky looks and all that's cool and all. Yeah. That's great. It's really technically sound, but at the end of the day, like, I want there to be a story. It could be as simplistic as, because I think there is a story. I think there is a small story being told in that Luther video, but it's so basic. It's guy goes after girl. It's just a simple, basic story.
Right.
It doesn't. It doesn't have It doesn't have layers upon layers. But the song is the layers. That little cut scene where they play out the whole Luther Vandross sample while they're in the elevator going up. Like, bro, that shit was beautiful.
Yeah, I like music videos that don't have just the song starts and they just do all their shit and then it ends. I like the music videos that kind of go longer than the song and they have like parts where the song is playing, where the song's not playing. Like they have scenes, they're building out scenes. So I like that in my music videos for sure. So that's why I said, Kendrick could do it for sure. Yeah. Not for nothing. Like I said, Drake could probably do it too. He could probably have like Passion Fruit could be like a tragic story, Didn't Find Your Love, wasn't that like a tragic kind of thing? Like, wasn't he like kidnapped in Jamaica or some shit like that? Yeah. That ruined that video ruined that song for me. I think, actually. Like he was like I can see he got like kidnapped by like some like Japanese, some Jamaican gangsters, right? Or some Jamaican like high ups and had like a machete or something. Like he was tied up.
He was trying so hard to get Rihanna back then. It was very, very weird.
Yeah. You're on the wrong island, bro.
Yeah, man. But yeah, that ruined that song for me. But like just the cinematic masterpiece, man. I hope somebody is able to do that because
Baby Keem has got a lot of really good videos too.
That's true. Baby Keem again, PG Lang type stuff, right? So. Did y'all watch that little thing that they released a while ago? It was like the agency or something like that. It was like a little short film kind of thing.
It was super short, right?
It was like a minute, 2 minutes.
Yeah,
or something like that.
I saw it and I didn't get it. Like, I is there like a class on subtext or something that I never took? Bro, I don't be getting these shits.
Yeah, sometimes I think because there was a number at the end or something like that. I think it was kind of him rolling out
supposed to call the
some
number.
Yeah, I think it was him. Like, if you have any ideas, give them to. I think it's like a PG Lang call number for like, ideas. Anybody who wants to kind of like work with PG Lang, I think that's what it feels like. It feels like a reach out, like a creative agency contact. That's what it seems like. Because it was in like a marketing room, and that's kind of like what they were.
And they're like telling the story about this kid that walked into the room while they were staring at the kid, or something like that.
They came up with an idea, Yeah. The youth, listen to the youth on their marketing ideas. That's what they want to hear from.
Yeah.
That's what they want to hear from.
So that's okay. That makes sense.
If somebody came to y'all, right? I know we the only one of us has kids, but if somebody came to y'all and was like, "Yo, we want your kid to be our marketing director. We want to hear we want their ideas, no matter how silly or whatever they are. We just want their ideas."
Yeah,
that's what Galactus was trying to do.
Yeah, true. That's all he wanted.
Out of context spoilers.
Yeah. You can go see it, bro. It's been a whole week.
I will, bro. I think I'm gonna go see Weapons first, but
I'm definitely gonna see Weapons.
Look what your priorities is at.
Weapons.
See whatever
so violent.
we want.
So violent. People are making jokes and saying, "Yo, bring Weapons in the theater" or something like that. I don't know. There's like some weird like promo that's going on right now. Some weird like sub promo that obviously the actual movie is not standing behind, but people are like, "Yes, Weapons in the theater." Like, just it's very dark, very very. Very dark. I had this is not a big conversation, but I had one take that y'all can reflect on or not, and then we can get out of here. But I had like a little thought about like OGs that be getting mad that people don't know them, right? I feel like if you view yourself as being well renowned in your class, whatever it is, like either hip hop or artistry, like just anything at all, like anything that you do that you feel like you are a big deal in, you should be able to explain exactly what it is that you did that makes you feel that way to the people that maybe don't know who you are. And I thought about this because of the whole Kai-Cenat thing, like him not knowing who Wale was. Mm-hmm. No disrespect to Wale. I'm in a DC area, so I gotta watch my mouth. But I don't think that Wale is in the need to know basis when it comes to like hip hop shit.
By name?
Yeah. Like it's cool to know who he is.
Wale. Yeah.
But I don't. Yeah, that's Wale. But I don't think that people should have been so hard on him or so hard on Kai for not knowing who he is, because who does Wale think he is?
Sure.
Like I want to know exactly, and that's no disrespect to him, but I genuinely want to know like what it is that he thinks that he gave the industry, like in terms of his artistry. Like he makes great songs, but what makes you think that everybody, like the new youth, should know who you are? You
telling me the kids shouldn't know Lotus Flower Bomb, nigga?
Yeah.
You trying to say
that's not the song I think I would. That's not the first song I think I would go to.
You trying to say Dice Pineapples ain't one of them ones?
Still not the first song.
You telling me clap, 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 clap is not like a classic banger? No hands?
What's the actual name? Yeah, okay. That's the one, if anything. If they're going to know any song, I would expect it to be No Hands. But I wouldn't expect them to know that it was Wale's song, because it's like one of those songs where like you hear outside. You're not like, you don't like go out and look for it like that. I don't know.
Yeah. And what did that do to the industry that was groundbreaking to this? Like, yo, that's Wale that did that. Because I mean, I love that song. That song got
not
me
even
hella
his song.
dances back in the day. Yeah. Isn't it? That's
Yeah,
Roscoe Dash, right?
Roscoe Dash kind of smoked on.
Yeah.
Waka.
And Waka.
That is a Waka song for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's
So-
on his album. Is it even on Wale's album?
I've
it's
always
Roscoe
considered
Dash
it a
song.
Wale song. Yeah, that's not a, y'all telling. Wait,
Who did the hook?
no,
That's
yeah.
Roscoe Dash.
It's on
Girl, the way
Flockavelli.
you moving, got me in a trance.
Really?
DJ turn me up. Whoever is singing that's whose song it is.
It's when I type it in, it says song by Roscoe Dash and Waka Flocka Flame.
That's Roscoe Dash. And that sounds like Big Sean, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
That could have been a Big Sean song as well.
Probably.
Girl, the way you
2010.
moving,
Oh my
got
God,
me in
bro.
a trance. DJ turn me up. Like, that's whoever's singing that hook. Like, yo,
Yeah.
drop it to the
Actually,
phone.
speaking of that,
Like, that's
I have two.
not Wale.
threads.
They're doing that.
I have two threads about that. First off,
Threats.
I think threads, like places I can go.
Okay.
So the first is that I think Wale's problem is that he is a regional act that has national exposure. Like Wale's equivalent isn't Big Sean, Kendrick, and J. Cole. It's YG. It's he's not Future. He's like Block Boy JB. Like in the sense of like his sound is extremely regional. He sounds like a DC artist all the time. And there's nothing wrong with that. He sounds like, he's like dibbled and dabbled into like go-go and like even a little bit of Afrobeats because of the Niger connection. Like he's a regional act. His accent is extremely heavy, right? He doesn't have national appeal because of that. He's a great lyricist. He is absolutely a poet, but his accent is extremely heavy and nobody ever talks about that. Like they just, you don't fuck with Wale, or I don't fuck with Wale. Nobody talks about the why. And the why is that he sounds like a DC nigga. Like, and it's like not one of those accents that's like national. You know what I mean? Like LA, Atlanta, you know what I mean? Like there's certain Houston, there's certain accents that like go up, like people fuck with, you know what I mean? Even like New Orleans. I was obviously in New Orleans recently. That New Orleans twang is like interesting, like it's compelling. But Wale, that nigga sound like a DC nigga for real. You know what I'm saying? And it's not the most like sonically pleasing accent. It's not one of those like, damn, like the girls don't love them a DC nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like I've heard women talk about guys from Memphis or guys from, you know what I'm saying, LA. They love those accents. I never heard a woman say, yo, that nigga sound like he from North Philly. Like it's just not one of them. You know what I mean? So I think people don't bring that up enough, that he has a very regional sound. And the second part of that is, speaking of regional and speaking of no hands and Roscoe Dash, did y'all listen to the new Metro project?
No.
I don't know why we didn't bring it up before, but the new Metro
I didn't
project
listen
came
to it.
out.
But I know the it's like futuristic, but it's like kind of
It's
paying homage to
Futuristic
Atlanta.
Summer. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's basically all of that. It's the nostalgia project. So a lot of people that are, if y'all think of, y'all saw the memes from it, I'm assuming, right? And people talk about like,
No.
Okay. Can I get into it? Were you done with your Wale point? Okay.
Yeah, no. I mean, that's all I wanted to say, is that
Yeah.
people that feel like they should be known, you tell us what you did to make you be known. That's all.
So that's the interesting thing, because a lot of people are having a negative reaction to this Metro Boomin project, right? So Metro Boomin dropped this new project last week called A Futuristic Summer. It sounds like a mixtape. I think it's being promoted as a mixtape, but obviously everything goes on DSPs and everything goes into the album category. So of course it counts as his follow-up to We Still Don't Trust You. So people that are looking for a follow-up to Heroes and Villains and We Don't Trust You and We Still Don't Trust You are going to be it's going to be pretty jarring listening to A Futuristic Summer, which again is not meant. It's extremely regional and it's extremely nostalgic. You have to be of a certain age and of a certain era in order to truly grasp the music on this new Metro Boomin project. I happen to be of that age and of that era. I loved the Metro Boomin Futuristic Summer album. I thought it was incredible.
You texted about it.
Yeah.
I tried to listen, bro. I couldn't do it.
Couldn't do it?
Can you play your favorite song on there? I haven't heard any of it.
Let me see. What would be?
But I've heard people compare it to Travis Porter, and when I heard that, I did not want to hear it at all. I hated that sound of music, bro.
They
just
called
not for me.
They called it what, the stupid fruity swag? Like that was like the big
stupid fruity swag.
Stupid fruity swag, yeah.
I'm intrigued.
It's just all swag rap. So probably the song, if you hear this song, then you kind of know what the project is. I would probably say go to My Little Shit, Metro Boomin, J Money, Bunna B, Roscoe Dash, and Meanie.
Can you play like 30 seconds, T?
Yeah. It's see.
That, man.
Okay.
That shit takes me right fucking back.
I get, yeah, it does feel like just 06. like this felt like some
yeah,
that time.
That reminds me of like when they play those, like when I go to any of the clubs out here or bars out here and they start playing that Miami shit. That I have never heard of before I got until down here and
Beam Eye.
Like regionally. I don't remember. Damn, I wish I could remember the name of the song. We go he ha.
That's it. Beam Eye. Beam Eye.
Yeah, Beam High. Yeah. Can you play that? Can you play that real quick? Because
I love that song.
I don't know when that song came out, but they probably sound like they came out in a similar era in terms of like just how like the voice was, at least. I don't know.
Never seen a big nigga dance on the roof.
So I get it.
Yeah.
I totally understand it, but it just feels like one of those regional things where, like in Miami, that song is probably going to be playing everywhere. I mean, those songs are probably going to be playing everywhere, and I'm sure the city of Atlanta, I'm sure the city of Atlanta is going to love it and everything.
Here's my thing about the.
I don't know if it's going to have legs outside of that.
Here's my thing about the Metro Boomin project, right? It feels like the reason why it's so special is because it sounds like he had to load up FL Studio 7 in order to find those sounds. You know what I'm saying? Like that's like Nexus 2. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like this is when we first discovered like synths. You know, like VSTs, you know what I mean? Like there's a certain like novelty to it, right? Because before, when you're talking about Atlanta, before the Stupid Fruity Swag era, it was the snap era, right? So snap your fingers, do your step, right? And like before that, it was crunk music. So what was happening a lot of times is like the music was like kind of violent. It was about getting into fights and stuff like that, right? So like, especially that crunk music era, all the songs was about my click up, beat yo, like it was just a lot of that shit. You know what I mean? So like when the new kids came out, it was all about having fun. It was about getting fly. It was about like dressing colorful, right? So it took
and dancing,
about dancing. You know what I'm saying? It took that like hardcore element from it because this shit is all cyclical, bro. Like the shit took the 50 Cents and the DMXs and the hardcore sounds out and brought it back to fun. Even in New York, it was like the Harlem Shake. It was like chicken noodle soup. You know what I mean? Like
New York never lost that. They always coming out with dances for every era that they do.
Yeah,
that's so sturdy. That getting sturdy shit and like all that stuff. Like they never lost that.
Yeah, the light feet. So like once hip hop reinvents itself with the youth, there's always like a fun element at first because hip hop always starts with fun and clubs and being a teenager. You know what I'm saying? I was a little older. I was like 20, 21 during this era, but like a lot of my friends was in college. So I'm going to campuses. You know what I'm saying? Like we all wearing polos and you know what I'm saying? True Religions. And like that was how we, you know what I'm saying? We showed up to these shits. So yeah, when they was playing the Roscoe Dashes and the Travis Porters, and that's what the girls liked. That's what we was into. So the Metro Boomin project is just very nostalgic in that way. And yeah, it matters. Like, I haven't heard Young LA or J Money or Travis Porter. I haven't heard from these dudes in years. So yeah, when I hear Travis Porter, like, is that Travis Porter on a song? You know, because again, Metro loves doing the thing where he hides the features before the project drops. So you got to really listen to, like, who's on this? Is that Young Dro? You know what I'm saying? It's like a moment, you know? So I thought it was dope. A lot of people didn't like it. A lot of people, but I guarantee you, if you didn't like it, it's because you don't get it, and it's fine. That's what I like about regional music.
I'll give it a shot. I'll give the album a shot because there's certain eras that I'm like, damn, this was a really cool. Like, when I hear certain music, I'm like, damn, this is cool. Like, I wish, like, I were to,
if you was outside for this, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, exactly. So it feels good to, like, have new music to, like, the old sound and have it be like, you can be outside, like, let's remake this era for us. Let's see what it looks like and shit like that. So,
and it may not hit for everybody. And again, I heard somebody else make this comment. If we're gonna go back to regional music, then we have to go back to everybody not liking it. And I actually love that idea. Like, we have to be comfortable with people not, music is not for everybody. PSA, if you're making music for where you're from and where you come from and who you represent, everybody's not gonna like it. And that's okay.
Fine. That's fine.
The idea that everything should be for everybody is part of the problem.
And it makes what going to that place and experiencing what they provide, like, special,
exactly.
You know, like when you went to New Orleans, the accent, the New Orleans bounce, all that music, all that shit over there, it's like, it hits different over there. You know, in Jersey, when you hear the Jersey club and shit like that, all that stuff, it's different.
Because we get to tell stories like that. We get, oh man, you wasn't there when I was coming up, and it takes you back to a place, and like this homogenization of everything. It kind of, you know, even people talk about it with like brands, like all the brand names and like colors are all flat. You know what I mean? Because they all have to be like good on the web page and stuff like that. People don't use 3D text no more. You know what I mean? Like it's all of these different elements. McDonald's is all just McDonald's, Wendy's, and Pop. They're all just buildings. You know what I'm saying? They used to have character. They used to have colors. You know what I'm saying? You could see it even if you didn't. If they took all the letters away, you could still know what it was because of how it was shaped.
Because they don't give a fuck no more. They're like, nigga, you gonna come and eat these fries regardless. So what we gotta do more for you anyway? Like, come get this burger.
It's like when SpongeBob was flat,
regular,
you know,
normal.
When he was regular, how you doing? You know what I mean? It was just that's just the whole world now.
Yeah. But shout out to Metro and doing that and stuff like that. I would love to. So, what does that look like for New York? Who would you want to see on like a New Yorker?
Man. So I think about this a lot.
And who produced it?
I actually think about this a lot because the problem is New York has fun eras. But like those artists don't become like legacy acts, unfortunately. Like I don't want to hear a DJ Webstar, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to hear.
I want to see a DJ Webstar dance. What a DJ Webstar dance sounds like in 2025.
All right.
You don't? Why don't you? Because I'm curious.
But who's the producer?
Ron Browse probably. Yeah.
Like it's his tape. I feel like it has to be a notable producer from today, similar in a way where
gotta go back and do it.
Yeah. Like how
Nicholas
Metro is
like. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I don't know.
But even Nicholas Craven isn't as notable as Metro. Like,
yeah,
because like I feel like Nicholas Craven drops New York-esque albums all the fucking time.
Yeah.
So it's not gonna be. It can't be somebody like him. It'll have to be somebody with as much clout as the Metro and. When New York producers have that much clout right now.
And who knows how to produce songs from those different eras. Like,
so, and that's kind of my problem with the New York sound, because I thought about this when I was, you know, working on my project and shopping songs to artists the last year, because Kendrick in the GNX project kind of made it very apparent to me. I'm going to say that again. Kendrick and the GNX project made it very apparent to me that like people actually do like regional sound. And then I started thinking like, what is the New York sound that would work today? Because I think the New York sound is too dark. Like genuinely, you know what I'm saying? I think the next wave of New York, like, is the drill. I don't think that'll work. Like, I genuinely like don't think New York drill will work nationally. If you're gonna make a superstar from New York with a regional sound, what does that sound like? I think the closest we got was probably Young M.A. And that was still like almost 10 years ago at this point. So, you know, obviously Bobby Shmurda had a minute.
Yeah.
Young M.A. had
literally just a minute.
Just a minute. You know what I'm saying? Before the feds came knocking, you know? So,
crazy.
But like, it's hard to say like what a New York regional sound would sound like today, because when people think New York rap, they go to fucking Wu-Tang Clan. You know what I'm saying? And we can't go back 30 years to play this shit. You know what I'm saying?
New York
It's got to be like
type shit.
Yeah, it cannot be that, bro. Like it got to be something else.
Got to sound like a subway station.
Exactly. Like I honestly, I would say like Lumi D, right? Y'all remember?
Yeah, the off key.
Yeah, like it's got to be like something like that. You know what I'm saying? That would be hard, but like somebody's got to like reinvent that shit.
It would be cool to have like some, because a lot of that stuff was like, Jamaican inspired, right? Like a lot of that
Caribbean
stuff like had like that
sure.
Caribbean inspired. Yeah, like that'd be a cool era to go back to for sure.
Yeah.
Like when it was like kind of hand in hand when people was outside enjoying themselves and doing all that shit. Like that'd be cool.
Era. I call it the Uptown era.
That'd be cool to see. That'd be cool to see. Music blasting from windows and all that shit.
Yeah.
That'd be
laundromats. You know what I'm saying? Like that type of era.
Yeah,
that summer New York era.
Yeah.
Very different.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I don't know who's gonna do it, but I'd like to see that. Now I'm just getting nostalgic. Like if you gonna sell nostalgia, do it right. You know, like go back to the things that people actually loved. You know, so
I feel like Capella Gray. Had a really solid handle on the New York sound, and when he's still dropping stuff. I think he's got a project coming. He may be having some like label issues because I think he should have dropped. It's been like 3 summers now. I think he should have dropped, but he had a couple records that came out over the last few years. I guess the biggest guy right now is like Cash Cobain.
Yeah, Slizzy.
Yeah, but like there's nothing nostalgic about that. But if Cash Cobain decided to do that old sample style, Caribbean, I think he could pull it off for sure.
Yeah, but it's just his beat style. Like, I don't think he has the ability to make like all these different types of beats though, like, from these eras and stuff.
Yeah,
I think
from
his is very much like I don't think that he's, and I could be wrong, but he's young, and I just don't think I think he's found a sound and he's sticking to that. I haven't heard anything outside of the sound that he made hot, so I don't know. I don't know if he's even interested in doing that. I don't know if he has the facilities to do that. It's sad to say, but there is somebody that could probably give him all the tools for him to do that. But the world don't really like him that much right now.
Right.
So
yeah, I've been trying to look
what I'm talking about.
I don't know if I do.
I've been
trying to
just think. New York got all these yeah.
Oh. He's
honestly,
gonna be back. That's my pick in the cancel draft.
Yeah, 2 hours in. I'm glad you waited. I'm glad you waited. That's pretty good.
That like you want to talk about like Victor Wembanyama, like cancel niggas in the cancel draft. Yo, that nigga going number 1 no matter what, bro. Yeah. Oh my God. He don't got to work out or nothing. Like the assumption, generational. Like it's going to be crazy.
Yeah, but
I was just trying to look up.
When that nigga pop out of Summer Jam next year.
Yo. If he dropped that New York era sounds, oh my God, bro.
Yeah, man.
And if everybody popped out on it, yo, come on, son. Yo.
Yeah,
nah.
I'm trying to look up. You hear Carl Thomas, nigga, it's over.
Yeah, it's over.
Yo.
Oh shit.
Yeah, New York really doesn't have any young, hot, like super popular mainstream hip hop producers right now.
Nah, not at all.
It's lacking, bro.
And again, the ones that are, they make nostalgia, like 90s rap sound. You know what I'm saying? They don't really tap into that New York, like late 90s, because and then that sound is actually like a lot of like 70s disco too. And yeah, it is Diddy.
And it's funny because like off the top of my head, I'm thinking of niggas that could be from New York, and I'm thinking of, or not even that, I'm thinking of producers with a New York sound or who could do a great New York sound, and none of them are from New York.
Yeah.
Conductor. Yeah. He's not even younger, but
Alchemist.
Alchemist is not from New York.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
Hit Boy probably produced the best like New York rap album. Like Nas's album is probably like the best commercially produced album of a New York rapper in years. You know what I mean? So like, it's tough to say.
Why doesn't Flex host any projects? Does he do that? Did he used to do that?
He did.
I don't know.
Funkmaster Flex had the first mixtape I ever heard of. It was called 60 Minutes of Flex. Like 60 Minutes of Funk. It was the first DJ album. Like, you know how Khaled dropped albums and DJ Clue eventually dropped The Professional. The first one I ever heard of was a tape in 1995 called 60 Minutes of Funk. And it was Funkmaster Flex. And he got a bunch of different rappers to rap on beats. That was the first time I ever heard a DJ do that. I obviously, mixtapes existed, right? But that was the first time I ever heard a label producing an album by a DJ. Maybe it happened before that, but that was my era.
Damn, you looked something up?
Oh no, I was just looking up where this Nicholas Craven was from. He's from Canada.
Jesus.
What a heartbreak.
Derringer's from Buffalo though.
That don't count, man.
Yeah. Now I'm sad, man. Now I want that sound back, man. I want
Peter Rosenberg.
Peter Rosenberg.
I wouldn't trust that nigga.
I like his albums though.
His albums are pretty good. I played a song right before we started playing. Before we started recording. I did. But yeah, man, now I'm just thinking about that whole rhythm sound, man. We need a good rhythm song. And I'm not talking about no fucking Tyler. I want like a good like
Hey. Fucking lack. She's still on my label for now.
I don't give a fuck. For now. I don't give a fuck, man. I want some like good like rhythm sound, like something that like gives you the same feeling that No Letting Go by Wayne Wonder does, bro.
It's water, nigga. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
It's water.
It's not water, bro.
Got water at home, nigga.
Water.
Anyway. All right, y'all. It is time to go once again. It is the saddest part of the show where we must leave you for a whole week. But don't worry. You know, you got the video content if you didn't already watch us on there. And you got a bunch of good music, good movies and stuff to listen to. Go watch War of the Worlds, man. I don't want to kick Ice Cube back in too bad. Go watch War of the Worlds, get a good laugh. You know what I'm saying? Get a good
go watch Fantastic Four.
Go watch Fantastic Four, you know, do all that shit. You're muted, but it's fine. He said he will, y'all. Yeah, I already told him you said that. But it's all good, y'all. Y'all can just please keep tuning in. We love y'all. Keep showing us love. Thank you so much for all that y'all do for us, man.
Subscribe to the Patreon, y'all.
Yeah, patreon.com/because we are a podcast. We're putting up good stuff on there. We got to hit him with a Patreon exclusive at some point too. I can't remember what we should do, but you know, like I said, football season coming up soon. We got to do something real special for the Patreon.
I'm telling y'all,
we should do another Leonard League, yo.
I'm not doing no draft shit, bro. Every time I try to do
fantasy,
I'm not good, bro.
It's all good, bro. It's all good. I got a replacement already.
Damn, nigga! I didn't even get a chance to announce.
Damn, no more because
you want to announce to the chat?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Nah, it's just, you know. Damn, wasn't nobody looking for Hod to come back anyway? You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, we were. Yeah, we love talking about it on this pod. It's cool having us be all three. It's an activity that all three of us do, man. It's kind of sad.
You won't play Monopoly with us.
Yeah, man. Sad to see you go.
Y'all
man.
Literally have never brought up Monopoly again since that day. So.
Well, we can.
You're probably
It's
right.
just you don't be on that much. Whenever you on, like you be playing Minecraft and shit like that. You be, car
I'm on
simulator.
Valheim heavy right now.
Yeah. So,
Valheim
but
is
we'll
my
definitely
shit.
get that going again. We got to stream a Monopoly game for TikTok. We should go live on TikTok and just play Monopoly. See how that goes.
See who's fucking with it.
Yeah, that'd be fun. But we'll get to it. But thank y'all for listening. We'll catch y'all next week. Stay safe. Enjoy your last few days of this summer vacation. And we'll catch you next week.
All right, yo.